Welcome to Rescheck.info and the Rescheckspert blog. Today we want to talk to you about why Rescheck is the best energy report. If you want to read this article, go to www.rescheck.info. Scroll down to the Rescheckspert blog, click on the blog post. Now, just sit back, let me read it to you. 10 reasons Rescheck's the best energy report. Today on the Rescheckspert blog, we want to look at our bread and butter, the Rescheck Energy Report. This report was created by the Department of Energy and the Pacific Northwest Laboratory. It is what we think the top energy report out of many available options. Today on our Rescheckspert blog, the Rescheckspert blog, we want to share with you some reasons why Rescheck is the best energy report. You can create your own Rescheck using Rescheck Web or Rescheck Desktop. The cost of the software is free. Other energy reports charge excessive costs for their softwares, and doing energy audits using them is more like a paid club. We tip our hats to the Department of Energy and the Pacific Northwest Laboratory for making Rescheck software free to use. Reschecks can be created online. Rescheck Online is created by Rescheck Web. This is the cloud-based version of the Rescheck software. Simply create a login and you're ready to use Rescheck software anywhere that you have an internet connection. It's fantastic free software that can be utilized even on the slowest internet connections. Creating a Rescheck Online, it's a fun and easy process. Reschecks can be created offline. If you've ever constructed homes, you know that job sites do not always have phone or internet service. The ability to create a Rescheck offline makes Rescheck a powerful energy report. To create a Rescheck offline, you use Rescheck desktop software that's downloaded to your computer's hard drive. You can then create Reschecks anywhere you have a computer, but are without internet connection, like on a flight, on a cruise, in a dead zone, or at a relative's house that does not have the internet. Rescheck is easy to read. Anyone in the home energy audit industry has been handed a 75-page report of nothing but fluff. Rescheck is not the same way. It includes 3 easy sections: the calculations based on the home's envelope and climate zone, then an easy-to-use checklist to inspect the structure. Finally, you get a compliance certificate that stays with the home after the final inspection. All this is packaged into a 10 to 15-page report that's easy to read and understand. Rescheck's also easy to create. Everyone has used a free set of software that's a real pain in the neck to use. Rescheck software, it's not that way. One of the benefits of using Rescheck Web and Rescheck Desktop is that they are a breeze to use. Enter your home's information, enter your home's envelope data, check the compliance, and then print your PDF, and you are ready to move on to the next step of your construction project. Rescheck always has help available. Rescheck.info has endless resources of free help for all your DIY Rescheck creators. We run into issues creating Reschecks as a Rescheck service, and we immediately share them with our readers on the Rescheckspert blog. We have over 1,500 articles just on Rescheck and the software used to create them. This is free of charge. We also maintain a free YouTube channel and podcast in case you hate to read. So go ahead and soak up some free Rescheck information. After all, our name is Rescheck Info. Rescheck is constantly updated. The one thing everyone knows about energy efficiency ICC codes in home construction is that it's constantly changing. Rescheck Web and Rescheck Desktop are frequently updated, which means if the reality of Rescheck energy efficiency is changed on the ground level, then the Department of Energy and the Pacific Northwest Laboratory will be updating the Rescheck creation software shortly. These intuitive, non-intrusive updates to Rescheck reporting help solve any number of issues that might arise in between updates. Because Rescheck is living and breathing software, it makes it much more relevant and easy to use. Rescheck is concise. Rescheck reporting and software is brief, but it's very all-encompassing. The comprehensive report that is created gives a lot of relevant information and leaves out everything that other reports include just to confuse the end user and building inspector. Presenting the clearest information possible at the newest energy codes in the fewest words makes Rescheck a true powerhouse. Rescheck is nationally accepted. There are a few states that do not actually require Rescheck, but within those states, there are jurisdictions that do. Within the next decade, Rescheck.info thinks that the remaining holdout states will adopt a Rescheck as their go-to energy report of choice. Rescheck is easy to implement, so the areas where Rescheck is accepted for new homes, additions, and renovations far outnumber the areas where it is not. Rescheck has a long history of excellence. Rescheck has been around for over 2 decades. Many other fly-by-night energy audit softwares are developed today. They'll be gone tomorrow. The proven choice for energy audit auditing a home is a Rescheck report. You can see this by the length of time that the software has been available for use. The track record of Rescheck Web and Rescheck Desktop has stood the test of time, and we see no ends in sight. Overall, Rescheck's a very influential software. It meshes complex state-specific IECC and local energy codes into one easy-to-use program. It allows people of all backgrounds to check the energy efficiency of their home before construction and make sure everyone understands what is expected to build an energy-efficient home. We commend the makers of Rescheck, Rescheck Web, and Rescheck Desktop for the exceptional job they have done creating their products, and we have named the 10 reasons why we think Rescheck is the best energy report. But we could also name 100 more. We offer an online Rescheck report creation service that utilizes our expertise gained studying and creating Reschecks. Our charge is $79. It takes us 4 to 6 hours to create a Rescheck depending on the project time and day. If you want to get started, email us a PDF of your plans, job site address, and square footage, and we will get you taken care of. If you're ready to get that Rescheck started, just scroll up to the very top of the screen. Click on the buy now. That'll take you to our checkout. Go ahead and order the Rescheck, and you're ready to go. Thanks for listening to the Rescheck Expert blog.